Hi everybody, Carissa here with Inky Fairy Designs for MarkerPop. Today I'm going to show you how I colored this beautiful purple ombre hair for on this saturated canary image. This image is called Little Loves. It's from the most current release by Little Darlings Rubber Stamps, and it's available now at MarkerPop. And I am super excited because this is my first post as the new design team, and I'm going to be giving away this stamp. So follow my blog, check out the MarkerPop blog as well for your chance to win this stamp. All you have to do is leave a comment on my blog and the MarkerPop blog and you'll be entered to win. So if you like this stamp, be sure to enter. Alright, so now let's get into the coloring. I am coloring her hair in this kind of black to purple ombre, and I'm starting out with my darkest color, which is 100. I did speed up this video just a little bit for time purposes and so that I could walk you through the different steps that I'm taking to color in her hair. So when I'm coloring hair, I tend to break it out into pieces. So I will start by coloring the top of the head and move towards the bottom. And for the black hair, I like to color dark to light. Which is kind of different from how I color skin, which I color light to dark. So really there is no right way or wrong way. There's just your way and whatever makes you comfortable and happy coloring. So I see that her hair is kind of tucked back. So I'm thinking that that part would cast a shadow on that part hanging below. So that's why you see me adding a shadow there and then also at the crown of her head. So I went in and I started with 100 and then I blended that out with C8, blended that out again with C6, and then my lightest color is C4. But I don't color that all the way in. I'm just using some really light flicks to blend very lightly to leave a white highlight there. I like the white highlight to create more of a shiny effect on the hair. It's definitely, again, kind of a preference. You don't have to do it, and I don't always do it either. So now I'm going to come back in with the 100 and just deepen up those shadows using some light flicking motion to create some movement with some strands of hair. So I kind of take those a little bit further into the lighter part just to create some added interest. I'm doing the same thing right under the piece of the hair that is pulled back. So now I'm going to go down and start working towards the middle of her hair, and her head would cast a shadow on the back of her hair. So I know my deepest shadows would be there, so I'm just taking that darkest color down right around there and adding my shadow, kind of seeing where the hair would fall. And now I'm coming in with the C8 and blending that out. So I'm going to continue doing that much like I did the crown of her head, blending it out with the C8, the C6, and the C4. I left the marker caps in view so that you could see the colors that I'm using, and I also have them laid out in the order that I'm using them. So you can follow along or take note of that for when you're coloring your images at home. So I'm almost done. I'm just adding a little bit more shadow here with that darkest color, the 100. And now I'm going to start coloring the purple ombre. I love fun colored hair on myself and on my stamped images. I think we draw inspiration from whatever makes us happy when we stamp, at least I do. And so this is kind of a hairstyle or a hair color that I would want to try. And so I thought it would be fun to give her kind of a dip dye purple color hair. So I'm going to start with the V20. I wanted to start with the lighter color because I wasn't sure how dark I wanted it to go. I wanted it to be an ombre, so I didn't want it to be too dark from like the top of her hair to the bottom. I wanted it to really be definitely seeing that drastic color change. So I started with the V20 and I just laid that color down all around. Also, I wanted to point out that this is the first time that I'm coloring this image, And so I'm really getting to know it. There's things that I saw, or as I was coloring, I was thinking the next time I color, I would try to make more individual strands stand out. And so that's just something that, if I don't take the time to really like look at it beforehand, I'm doing that while I'm coloring it for the first time. So I've come in and I'm coming in now with the V25 and kind of deepening up those shadows, realizing that that V20 is probably a little bit too light. And now I'm also seeing that there's different strands that I want to highlight and accentuate with some deeper shadows. So I'm kind of mapping that out right now, making sure. And I decided that I wanted to make it a little bit more drastic. I wanted to deepen those shadows, but I didn't want to deepen it quite with black. So I pulled out the V28 and I'm going to add more shadows to the hair here in a bit. But right now I'm just kind of blending that all together. I really like the way that it looks. So here I am getting the V28 and I'm going to go around like the deepest shadows and just kind of highlight and bring out certain strands and make sure that the shadows against her body would be deeper, and just adding a bit more of that color purple to her hair. So I do want to apologize. My camera did stop filming. I ran out of battery, or I don't know, but you get the idea of how I colored her hair. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more coloring videos or mixed media or card making, definitely subscribe to my channel. Here's my final image, completely colored, and all of the colors that I use of Copic markers. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.